Hello guys and welcome back to another video and welcome back to another episode of Britain by Train. The series where we are trying to visit every single station, starting from the most southern station in Penzance, heading up to the most northern station in Thurso in Scotland. This is episode number 6, and in this episode we are in Cornwall again. The last trip to Cornwall, this one is. And in this trip we are going to be covering the station on the Cornish main line that we are at now, which is Bodmin Parkway. We're also going to be clearing the final station that we need on the St Ives branch line, Lelant Saltings, the Falmouth branch line in its entirety, and also the final 3 stations in Plymouth that we need to clear, being St Budeaux Road, St Budeaux Victoria Road and Devonport. So yeah, that's the plan for today. I am at the first station of the day now, Bodmin Parkway, and I'll tell you guys a little bit about it in a minute. So here we are at Bodmin Parkway. So Bodmin Parkway is a 2-platform station managed by Great Western Railway. Services that call here are the services from Penzance to London Paddington, London Paddington to Penzance, as well as Penzance to Cardiff, Cardiff to Penzance. And then stopping services, Penzance to Plymouth and Penzance to Exeter St David's. As well as that, cross country also call here as well, on a couple of services a day from Penzance up towards Bristol, Birmingham and the north, and coming back down to Cornwall from the north as well. As you can see, there is actually another platform over there. And that is the platform for the Bodmin and Wenford Railway, which is a heritage rail line that will take you from here at Bodmin Parkway up to Bodmin General and back. So yeah, has a heritage railway as well. You also connect here for buses to Wadebridge and Padstow as well, so quite a major station on the Cornish main line this one is. So if we walk down here in terms of facilities, we have a nice big footbridge that takes you over from this platform that we're on, platform number 1 for services towards Penzance, over to platform 2 for services towards Plymouth, Paddington, Exeter and Bristol in the north, and also for the Bodmin and Wenford Railway. The station has lots of benches and places to sit and wait. As well as that, it has a waiting room on each platform, a manned ticket office, a little cafe thing in an old signal box, help points, dot matrix indicators, car parks and toilets as well. So yeah, as I said, this is quite a major station in Cornwall. So that's really all there is to say about Bodmin Parkway. My next station of the day is Lelant Saltings, and I will see you guys once I get there. Alright guys, so we've now made it here to the next station of the day, Lelant Saltings. So, Lelant Saltings is a 1-platform station managed by Great Western Railway and is situated on the St Ives Bay line. So it's on the branch line between St Earth and St Ives. How I got here was I got a train from Bodmin Parkway to St Earth and then walked here from St Earth. It's not a far walk, it's literally took about 10 minutes. And that is because this train station gets an extremely limited service. So literally, I think it's 1 or 2 trains a day. And normally these are really early in the morning or late at night. However, on a Sunday, there is one around midday, which is why I'm filming this video on a Sunday. So I can get this done at a reasonable time of the day. I don't have to come down here at like 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm doing this on the Sunday. The train I'm getting out of here being the 12:20. There is pretty much absolutely nothing at this station. Like, it is pretty much just a platform with a help point, and that is it. There is no benches, there's no nothing here. Obviously, this station did used to be a more important station, and this is because this was a park and ride station for St Ives. However, they have since moved that park and ride to St Earth. So now you use St Earth for that purpose, to build a big car park over at that station. And as you can see, it sits right on the banks of the river. Wouldn't look like it in the minute because the tide is out. When the tide comes in, this whole thing fills with water and you get some amazing views. So, that is really all there is to say about Lelant Saltings. The next station, well, we are next heading onto the Falmouth branch line. I can't remember which station we are doing first, but I shall see you guys once I get to whichever station that is. So here we are at Penryn. So Penryn is a 2-platform station managed by Great Western Railway on the Maritime line. And obviously the Maritime line being the branch line that runs between Truro and Falmouth Docks. Services that call here normally are half-hourly services from Truro to Falmouth Dock, Falmouth Dock to Truro. However, I am here on a Sunday, so they're only hourly today. And Penryn is also the station that you will use to get to Falmouth University. So this is the nearest station to their campus. Penryn is also quite an interesting setup station, as it has 2 platforms, but it's not in the usual configuration. So platform 2 is actually just down the line there. And yeah, it's a really interesting setup where the train comes up from Falmouth down that way onto platform 2 there, and then the train heading to Falmouth will actually use the passing loop to go around it and come onto this platform here, so it will like overtake it to allow the other one to go and this one to continue down Falmouth. So it's a really interesting setup station. I've not seen anything like this anywhere else in the country, but yeah, I will take you guys down to the other platform to see it in a second. So in terms of facilities at the station, so we're going to start with this platform, which is platform number 1. This is a train bound to Falmouth. And this platform has a waiting shelter, dot matrix indicators, and an information board, which I will take you down there to see in a minute. And we'll also head down to platform 2 and see what's down there as well. So as you can see, we are now making our way down the platforms. Got a little waiting shelter here with a couple of benches. Dot matrix indicator, which is always good to see at stations, especially on branch lines. Got an information board here. And as we continue walking down, this is where platform 1 ends. And there's this little path that connects the 2 up. So we can see there is actually a car park at this station. And if we keep heading down, got a waiting shelter here in the middle of the platform. Little brick-built waiting shelter. And if we've got a help point here in the middle of the 2 platforms. And now we are heading down onto the other platform. So I'll see you guys when we get down there. Right guys, and we're now down on the other platform at Penryn. And this platform is basically the same as platform 1, but reversed. So with a waiting shelter and a couple of benches and the dot matrix indicator as well. There is no ticket buying facilities at this station whatsoever. So yeah, that's really all there is to say about Penryn. So now it's time to head to the next station of the day, Perranwell. I'll see you guys when we get there. Departing now is the 1442 Great Western Railway service from Falmouth Dock to Truro. And now we're here at the next station of the day, Perranwell. So I'm going to take us a little bit about the station in a minute. Right guys, so now we're here at Perranwell. So Perranwell is a one platform station managed by Great Western Railway on the Maritime branch line. So again on the branch line between Truro and Falmouth Dock. Trains that stop here usually will be hourly, not half hourly, hourly here between Truro and Falmouth Dock and Truro. Not all the trains do stop at this station, some of them do pass through. Not really much to say about this station. It's a little one platform station, serves the surrounding villages. It's one stop down from Truro. It's the first stop you get to once you leave Truro. And yeah, that's really all you can say about it. In terms of facilities at this station, we'll have a walk around it. As you can see, it's got old heritage signage instead of the Great Western Railway signage. It's got a bench and a waiting shelter there that we'll take a look at. The station actually has a ticket machine, so there's a way to buy tickets. The touch in and out pads, as at every station in Cornwall, for the Cornwall pay-as-you-go area. Big information board, tell you what direction each place is in. So Falmouth is down that way and Truro is up that way. You see you've got a small bike rack, bins, waiting shelter with a bench in it. There is a help point with the next train button. Another bench here. And a car park with a bus stop. Small car park with a bus stop out here as well. No dot matrix indicator or any screen to tell you when the trains are arriving and departing or whether they're delayed. It's literally just that next train button on the help point. So that's really all there is to say about Perranwell. My next station, if I remember correctly on the plan, is Falmouth Town. See you guys when we get there. Departing again now is the 1521 Great Western Railway service from Truro to Falmouth Docks. And that was 152.39 once again. And we are now here at Falmouth Town, so I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the station in a minute. So, here we are at Falmouth Town. So, Falmouth Town is a one-platform station on the Maritime branch line between Truro and Falmouth Dock, and is managed by Great Western Railway. Trains that call here are the half-hourly trains between Truro and Falmouth Dock and Truro. But I'm here on a Sunday, as I've said in previous stations, so only an hourly service today. This station, despite how small it is actually, I think, the busiest and main station on the Maritime branch line, as this is the one that serves the town centre for Falmouth. And obviously the surrounding area as well. So people coming here that live here, and also people using this for heading into the town centre and stuff. So yeah. Facilities at this station. There is a dot matrix indicator, as a station that is this busy should really have. It's got a help point down there, a waiting shelter, benches and bins all along the platform as well. I believe there is a ticket machine at this station. However, I don't know 100% on that. I'm not going to go down the other end of the platform as it's quite busy and this station is small. Yeah, literally what you see is the station. I'm stood right on the end of the platform. Falmouth Dock is just down there. And then Truro is up that way. So that's everything to say about Falmouth Town. Time to head to the next station, Penmere. See you guys when we get there. And departing out now is the 1532 Great Western Railway service from Falmouth Dock to Truro. Once again, 152.39 was my service. It's the only unit going up and down on this line. And now we are here at the next station of the day, Penmere. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about this station in a minute. So Penmere is a one platform station on the Maritime branch line between Truro and Falmouth Docks, and is managed by Great Western Railway. Services are cool here, as like with all the other stations on this branch line, half-hourly service between Truro, Falmouth Dock and Truro. And obviously, like I said before, I am here on a Sunday, so only an hourly service for me today, which is actually going to lead to me having a 50-minute wait here before I move to the next station, but that's okay. So this station is a little bit bigger than the last one, Falmouth Town. The platforms are, as you can see, a lot longer. However, this one is not as major as Falmouth Town. This one's sort of on the outskirts of Falmouth. In terms of facilities at this station, there is benches, as you can see, all up and down the platform. Bins as well. There's a help point that can be found here with a next train button. Now this is a pole that there should be a docks matrix indicator on, however, it's actually not there, it's been taken down. So there normally would be one, but there is not at the moment. Information board can be found here. Then we have ticket buying facilities in the form of a ticket machine here, and also bike rack. And here we have a brick-built waiting shelter, just like the one at Perranwell. And we have another information board here. So that's really everything here at Penmere. Station, I mean, I say it's not as major. It is not as major as Falmouth Town. However, it is used quite regularly with people that live here, going to and from Falmouth and Truro. So yeah, that's everything to say about Penmere. Now we're going to head to the last station on the Falmouth branch line that we've not been to yet, which is Falmouth Docks. See you guys when we get there. And we're now arriving into the next station of the day, Falmouth Dock. Literally only have like 3 minutes here while the train turnarounds, so not going to be able to show you too much, but we'll get on the platform. I'll tell you guys a little bit about the station, then we'll jump back on board and head to the next station. So yeah, here is Falmouth Dock. So Falmouth Dock is a one platform station managed by Great Western Railway, and is the terminus of the Maritime line. I'm going to jump back on board, I'll tell you guys more about it. Jump back on board, I'll tell you guys more about it on board. So, as I was saying, Falmouth Dock is a one platform station managed by Great Western Railway and is the end of the Maritime branch line. Services that call here are the half-hourly Falmouth Dock, Truro Falmouth Dock services that terminate here and start here. From what I can see facilities-wise at this station, there is benches, a help point, ticket machine, and also a car park. So it's got a decent amount of this station. It's decently sized as well, despite only having one platform. Yeah, that's all I can really say about Falmouth Dock, just because of how short of a time we've got here. I'll see you guys once I'm at the next station, St Budeaux Ferry Road. Alright guys, so we are now here at St Budeaux Ferry Road. St Budeaux Ferry Road is a two-platform station managed by Great Western Railway. The station gets a very limited services. Services that call here are very few of the Plymouth Penzance Plymouth services. Are the only things that call here, really, and they're at literally random times of the day. The schedule of the trains come here make no sense at all. Passing through though, services from Plymouth to Penzance to London Paddington, London Paddington to Penzance, as well as Penzance to Cardiff, Cardiff Penzance, Penzance Exeter Penzance, and cross-country services from Penzance up towards Bristol, Birmingham and the north the few times a day that they run. So in terms of things at this station, there's not a lot here. So as you can see on both platforms, there is indeed a waiting shelter. There is an information board on both platforms as well. And also a help point on both platforms. But apart from that, that is literally it. There is nothing else here at all. Plymouth Station down in that way. And down that way is the Tamar Bridge and the Royal Albert Bridge that takes you over into Cornwall. Now, very, very close by to this station, like literally you walk up there and get over the road, is St Budeaux Victoria Road. So, if we just take a stroll up here now. Train time's posted there as well. So that shows you the few trains that actually do stop here. If we just go up here, literally just down there is St Budeaux Victoria Road. So although they're technically two different stations with two different stations codes, they basically act as one station. So I'm going to head down to St Budeaux Victoria Road now and I'll give you guys a look at that. Alright guys, and now we are here at St Budeaux Victoria Road, the other St Budeaux station. So I'm now going to tell you guys stuff about this station. So this station is a one-platform station managed by Great Western Railway and is situated on the Tamar Valley Line, which is the branch line that runs between Plymouth and Gunnerslake. So services that call here are the 2 hourly services between Plymouth and Gunnerslake to Plymouth. It's the only things that come through here, nothing else passes through, it is just those services. In terms of facilities at this station, there's actually a little bit more than St Budeaux Ferry Road. So there is a big information board here which tells you all about the Tamar Valley Line and other information that you need to know. There is a help point here with the next train button, but this station also has a dot matrix indicator as well. And as well as that, it has a small bike rack, a bin, and a waiting shelter as well. So despite this station being only the one platform, actually has more facilities than St Budeaux Ferry Road, which kind of makes sense because more trains actually stop here than St Budeaux Ferry Road. The station actually gets a proper main service, regular service every day, whereas St Budeaux Ferry Road doesn't. Now, interestingly, when you look up on journey planners for trips out of these stations, it actually shows you trains out of both of them. So if you type in, say, St Budeaux Victoria Road, but there's a train at St Budeaux Ferry Road, it just tells you to walk to Ferry Road and then get the train there. So you do see both stations, and they pretty much are just one station, and I think really should be counted as one station because they are just so close. Hence why when I did the filming here, I did St Budeaux and covered both stations in one hit. So yeah, that is everything to tell you about St Budeaux Ferry Road and St Budeaux Victoria Road. We have one station left today in the plan, and that is Devonport. I'll see you guys when we get there. Departing out now is the 1915 Great Western Railway service from Gunnerslake to Plymouth. And it was 1:52:44 that brought me here to the last station of the day. Which is Devonport. I'll tell you guys a little bit about this station in a minute. Alright guys, so we are now here at Devonport. So Devonport is a 2-platform station managed by Great Western Railway and is situated on the Cornish Main Line within Plymouth. So Plymouth is the next stop down that way, and if you head that way you go towards Cornwall. Services that call here are mainly the 2 hourly service from Plymouth to Gunnerslake to Plymouth on the Tamar Valley Line. However, that is joined by a few services a day between Penzance and Plymouth Penzance. So there's a little bit more than just the 2 hourly service. Passing through here is Great Western Railway on services from Penzance to London Paddington, London Paddington to Penzance, as well as with services from Penzance to Cardiff, Cardiff Penzance, Penzance Exeter, Exeter Penzance. And cross country also pass through here with their few services today from Penzance up towards Bristol, Birmingham and the north and back again. So that's kind of all the services that come through here. In terms of facilities at this station, most of it lies on platform number 1 over there for services bound towards Penzance. That platform does indeed have a waiting shelter as well as the information board for this station, a help point with the train departures on it. It's got that little screen that you've seen in previous episodes, and a bin as well. However, on this platform, there's pretty much nothing apart from, again, this help point with the screens that tell you the departures. And that is really it for Devonport. And this video, this is the final station. We have now indeed ticked off every single station in Cornwall, which is excellent stuff. This was the last trip we needed to finish off that. So now we press on with trying to complete Devon, which is sort of the next goal for this series, really, is Devon now. I know we've done a couple of stations in Devon today, but did majority in Cornwall that we did indeed have left waiting to tick off, which is good. So that is going to be the end of this video here. So if you have enjoyed this video, then please leave a like down below and subscribe to my channel to see more videos just like this one, and comment down below any stations you want me to visit. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.